Okay, this is Union Team 8 with negotiations debrief. I'm Mark Rodriguez.
Hi, I'm Oscar Ochoa.
I'm Fanny Fuentes.
Cool. So basically what we did is one of our highlights is we had high expectations to leave the room for negotiation. So like make sure that the other team had room and we had room to negotiate on certain aspects of our proposals. And we also looked at the negotiations from both sides. So not just from the union side, but from management side. We wanted to see from their point of view, basically. So that way we know what we're dealing with, what they're dealing with. It'll be a lot easier to negotiate that way. And we also agreed as a team what we wanted our goals to be in this negotiation. So we had a target and a desired outcome. We also prepared by looking at the company's growth, seeing what we can give leeway in, what we needed to improve, and we also wanted to see how this their industry was growing. We wanted to see what else we deserved because they were growing. And another thing is to be positive. So just be positive in what you're presenting to the management team. You also got to be confident with your ideas, letting them know, okay, this is what we want. Um, just make it clear, basically, be articulate, say what you want from this negotiation, what you're hoping for, and just show how beneficial it could be for management for having this in the proposal. And it's also like a give and take kind of thing. You got to make sure that if you're giving something, they're giving something also back. Just try to maintain a balance between the management and the union teams.
All right, so for our planned key bargaining items, we wanted to make sure that we targeted a 3-year contract. We also were targeting a 3% wage increase, which the management team did agree upon. We wanted to give additional sick days because we wanted to accommodate for COVID-19. So we wanted to give the employees some extra time just in case that they needed it, in case they did catch the virus or if they needed to care for their families or anything like that. We also wanted to give them a pandemic relief, so like a hazardous bonus. That was one of our asks for the management team, is to give the employees a bonus since they did have to work during a pandemic. Next slide, please. So our key bargaining items that we agreed upon was that 3-year contract. So we did agree on that. We got the 3% wage increase yearly, which is what we had asked for. That was our targeted wage. We also agreed on the Roth IRA retirement plan. That was actually one of the asks that we got from the management team. So we agreed on that. Unfortunately, we didn't get the full sick days that we had asked for, but we did agree upon 3 additional sick days because they did agree that the employees would need those additional sick days. On top of that, since we didn't get the 10 additional sick days, which is what we were asking for, instead we only got 3. What they did is they topped it off by giving us a 3% of their medical expenses to be paid for each year during that 3-year contract. And we also got the pandemic relief grant that we had asked for. We didn't get the full bonus, but we did get a plan where the employees would get extracted money from their checks and it'll accumulate, and they'll have some of that in a bank, some of that money in a bank, so that if they did need that relief, they'll go ahead and be given that. And it'll be like a rollover plan, so it rolls over to the next paycheck. Next slide.
For negotiation takeaways, it was a clear and effective communication with the other team. There was active listening with the negotiators. We also did decision making abilities were positive. Both sides were trustworthy of negotiations, and we got what we wanted, so it became a win-win for both parties.